Hi there, this is Rob at Reason101.net, and I'm back to show you a couple other things about chiptune sounds. One of the things that I did along with it was a bit of a collaboration on the Reason 6 factory sound bank sounds, the new sounds that you got with Reason 6, is a chiptune Kong drum um, designer, and I'm just going to open that up right now. I'm just going to show you a few things inside it. So go into the Reason Factory Sound Bank, go to Kong Patches, and then go to Kong Kits. And oh no, actually, I'm sorry. Go to the Reason Factory Sound Bank, go to the Combinator Patches, and then go to Drums and Percussion, and then go to Drum Kits. And if you go down to, here it is, third one, Chiptune Con Kit. So load that up, and it's got quite a few devices inside it. And I'll just play the sequencer so that you can hear how it sounds. Okay, so some of the sounds, if you go down into the Con Kit here, you'll hear some of them are one shot, so you've got the drums. And some of them are, you know, you hold them and you can hear them, they continue indefinitely. Now, the chiptune drums, I believe the first two or three were done by a gentleman by the name of Nicholas Delmont. And there's also a few other sounds, which I believe is Save the Princess, and I think Charge Forward and Save the Princess were done by Kosh Dukai, and then I did the other patches or the other sounds that you find in here. And there's an alien attack. There's the castle. There's a warning sound. There's a rapid fire sound. That's one of the ones I like. There's Game Over, and there's the Pac-Man Muncher. And the Pac-Man Muncher I kind of like, actually. It was one of the sounds that I made. I kind of came on it by accident, but it's really interesting. It uses the VS waves, and it's got the rate set perfectly for it. It's got the shift happening over here. The octave is at octave 2, uses semitone at semitone 4, and if you play it with all these parameters set just right, you get that Pac-Man sound up here when he's munching on the screen. So, yeah, these are some of the sounds. Now, thinking this over, when I designed this thing, I think the best way to design it would have probably been to put it on your keyboard instead of in the Kong drum designer, but you've got it here. You can add it as, you know, extra samples in your song, or you can open it up, take a look, and it's a kind of an interesting way to create a bunch of chiptune sounds and have them all routed up to the Kong and then output to their own little mixer channels here. So that's pretty much it. So if you want to play it, just turn on this auto sequencer over here. You've got a compression knob over here. You've got the level, so if you want to turn it down a little bit. Got an EQ boost, you can boost it. You've got, you can sync the rate or unsync it, which makes it go absolutely nuts. You've got some reverb that you can add onto it, which is a very tight reverb. Make you feel like you're in the arcade. Then you got the sequencer 1 rate. And then you've got 2 different ways that you can run it. Turn it on or off. There's 2 different sequencers. That's right. You have to run this, and then you'll hear the other sequencer, I believe. That's right. So this is the other sequencer. So that's just a little patch I came up with, which allows you to use the Kong to play just a bunch of uh, different chiptune sounds, or SID sounds as they're called. And hope you enjoy exploring it. And I'd love to hear some of the tracks that you guys come up with when it comes to chiptune songs, because I'm always curious to know if anybody's actually put together an entire chiptune song and from start to finish just using chiptune sounds. I think that would be a really interesting challenge, and I think Rob over at the Reason forums should actually get on that, and or as his name is Failed Muso on the Reason forums. I think that should be the next challenge, don't you? Let's do some chiptune songs. All right, I'm your host, Rob, and hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, just showing you what's available in the factory sound bank. Come visit me for more tutorials and more interesting videos coming up at reason101.net. Thanks a lot for watching.